Okay guys, welcome back. It will be time to do some air battles. Now the actual air battles, the separate game modes, should be released sometime next year. I've heard rumors that say the air mode will be launched in January to February, but we will see what will happen. So I'm personally very excited for that, and it will be fun to see how the the air modes will work in the game, well, the official one, but that doesn't really stop us from enjoying the aircraft, since we already do kind of have a air mode within the tank battles, and I love to fly the planes in the game. I have actually, I have become pretty good with some certain aircraft, although with bombers, like in this case, I think I might need a bit more practice, although I think I still do some decent amount of damage, but with fighters I'm much better. Now this bomber has bombs, and I did manage to get one kill, and you also do have missiles, 6 of them. Now, okay, well that was a nasty hit, that was a very good hit. My right engine has been damaged, but I have survived, and the bomber has safely returned. I love the medals. They actually improved the game quite a bit, and now it feels more like War Thunder than before. Now this fighter jet is my one of my favorite aircraft in the game. I love this thing. It has a very nasty machine gun, although it doesn't have a lot of ammo, but that was close. But it usually does shoot down a enemy bomber or fighter within 1 or 2 shots, 1 or 2 good shots, and the enemy is basically falling from the skies. And this is basically the reason why it is one of my favorites, if not a favorite jet at the moment in the game. Although it is also very fast. It is a very fast plane, and you can easily catch up to any enemy aircraft in the sky. Well, that was a very nice Messerschmitt kill. I almost collided with it, and I almost crashed down. I haven't actually. I think you can break the sound barrier in the game, although to do that you really need a very fast jet, and you need to have more time. Usually when I fly these things, I try to just shoot down the enemy aircraft, but I think I will try to break the sound barrier at one point. Should be fun. Should be possible. I haven't personally tried it yet, but I definitely will. Alright, well, this is another bomber. There is multiple bombers that we can fly. Some have missiles, some only have bombs. This one has machine guns and bombs. And it's also very fast. I usually put my nose down on the very start so that I gain speed advantage over the enemy, because there's 3 enemy jets after me. Well, now it's 2. Well, now it's none. Okay, they all crashed. That was kind of funny. Why did they crash? I have no idea. But I got 1 kill, and this is now. I have machine guns, but I don't have anything to use them on, so I'll try to land this thing. Landing is, well, there is no benefits for landing, but I still like to do it because I think it's still fun. Although landing with 480 km/h isn't exactly what I call landing, but you know, I still did manage to land and I survived. Right, well, let's go to the next match, to the next air battle. This little jet is also really good. It's very maneuverable, very responsive to commands, and it has a very nice machine gun, and that was a very nice kill. Now there is no other enemy jet in the sky, so I'll just fool around for a little bit, and let me see if I can attempt to land. Well, that's yep, that was a very interesting landing there for sure. Now this thing has a machine gun in the back, actually 2 machine guns, but technically one machine gunner operating a machine gun with 2 barrels. That's the most accurate description. And the AI of these bombers has been improved. Now the rear machine gunner is useful. Before the recent update, the rear machine gunner wasn't really doing anything. But now you have to be careful because they can shoot you down if you are not careful. And I did get one nice kill. I also released the bombs, but unfortunately it doesn't seem the bombs did anything, which is fine. The bombing runs do take some getting used to. It is definitely not easy, that's for sure. The controls are still, I mean, the controls are not bad, but they can be better, of course. They can always be better. So I'm very interested to see what kind of controls they launch with the official air mode. Well done, second bombing run with the bomber, with the same bomber. And I think in this round you will see the machine gunner actually opening fire on the enemy. Now this is also a very, very fast jet, so I'm not really worried about the speed. But I got a kill with the bomber. It didn't take long to actually get a kill, so that's impressive. That's very impressive, actually. It wasn't really the case before before one of the patches recently. Well, I didn't do much damage. I damaged a gun and I blew up some tracks. Let me see if I can launch some rockets. This thing has very nice rockets. Although, yeah, this is a fast vehicle, a very fast jet, but it is still a bomber. It is huge. It doesn't have the maneuverability of a jet, so that's my little mistake there. But in any case, let's go to the next air battle, and we have one. I think that's a bomber in the sky. I'm going 350 km/h, but someone else got a kill. I think one of our teammates has launched a missile at that thing and just blew it up. That's a good shot. If that was an ATGM missile, then they did a fantastic hit there. That was a very good shot. Now I'll attempt to break the sound barrier, although I don't think I have nearly enough horsepower and not nearly enough speed or altitude, but you know, I'll still attempt to do it, because why not? 700, 800, yeah, still far away from breaking the sound barrier. Now one thing that kind of makes me sad to say, but I don't really enjoy the Messerschmitt much. I mean, this thing has a very nice, it has quad 50 caliber machine guns. Its firepower is definitely scary, and of course this is the first generation fighter jet ever to be made, so it definitely is a very interesting jet, but it is unfortunately not as maneuverable as most of the jets you'll be fighting in the high tier games. If the Messerschmitt was matched with the World War II aircraft, it would be more balanced, because in the higher tiers it really doesn't feel like it belongs here, because it's very slow, not very maneuverable. It's slow, and most of the new generation jets will easily be able to shoot you down from the sky, because they are just superior in every way, shape or form. Maybe not superior in terms of firepower in some cases, but in terms of maneuverability, speed, they definitely outperform the Messerschmitt by a lot. And while I'm playing catch the bomber here, I think I got bombed there. Okay, never mind. I got a kill. I was, for a second, I thought that they would escape. Thankfully, they didn't escape. Managed to catch them on time, thankfully. And let's land 650 km/h. That was a lovely landing. I was just going, like, you know, almost at the speed of sound, but you know, I still landed. Kind of funny. I love the design of the Messerschmitt. I mean, it's a very pretty, very beautiful aircraft. It's a very pretty plane. And as you can see, it has firepower. But you really have to think a bit in advance, and you really have to be lucky with the spawn. And of course, now I'm chasing a newer generation jet. That's not something that, you know, is easy to do with a Messerschmitt because this thing is after all very slow. But if the enemy pilot makes a mistake, well, I almost crashed there. That was a very close low pass. I literally, I think I grazed the top of the building there. But if the enemy pilot makes a mistake, I can technically get them. And they did make a mistake. They slowed down, and that was a very nice match there. 2 kills, perfect. Next round, I am in this. I mean, you can immediately see the maneuverability difference between these planes. This plane is just much more maneuverable, and I think it has a higher caliber machine gun. I really forgot what's the caliber on this thing. I think it's either a 20mm or a 50 cal. I forgot. But for some reason that bomber survived and my kamikaze attack failed. So yeah, that was a fail. But I got to fly the bomber now. I'm the bomber and there is no enemy aircraft in the sky, which makes this a bit easier because I don't have to worry about being shot from the back. So usually with the bomber I like to gain speed so that I can get to the enemy locations faster. You shouldn't launch rockets from very far away, although I almost hit the target. But in this case I kind of failed to launch the bombs, and my structure on the aircraft has been severely damaged. There's a anti-aircraft SPAA shooting at me, but yeah, basically my plane got broken. I lost the wing, and I should have launched the bombs instead of the missiles. Would have actually did more damage, but it's fine. Well then, let's go to the second air fight within the same match. This time I'm the jet and that's the bomber. This thing gains speed very quickly. I'm very interested to see how the new generation jets will perform. They should be very fun. The one problem with this vehicle is with this plane is that it doesn't have a lot of ammo. So you really have to aim accurately in order to shoot them down, or else you run out of ammo and you have to wait for the reload, or you have to land in order to basically reload the ammo. Okay, let's go to the next one. Chasing down the enemy. They know that I'm after them. And that was a terrible shot. Yeah, I did get the bomber, but unfortunately I could have done that with much less wasted ammo. That's the thing. And now I'm stuck in a dogfight with the same type of aircraft. Okay. Although I don't have many bullets left, and I believe they had a lot more ammo. Of course, it's fine though. I managed to destroy the bomber, and so my mission was successful. Basically, that's the... Actually, I might survive. I survived! Well, that's kind of funny. I survived with a shot down plane. Well then, let's go to the next one. Next round. I used to nail so many good hits. Unfortunately, I think I lost the recordings. That was a very nice shot. Oh, come on! Yeah, that was a troll. That was a big troll there. Well then, good old Stuka dive bomb time. This thing has a very nice sound when you go nose. I mean, I say very nice sounds. It gives me chills, honestly. I think it's the Jericho trumpet sound that the Stuka has. Basically, you pick altitude and you put your nose down, and of course you die, like I did. I got shot down by a SPA. Well, let's go to the second dive bomb run. But basically, when you point the nose down, they built in the siren basically. So the air flowing in the siren makes it makes the sounds, and it sounds scary. I can see why it was a very scary sound in World War II. And actually, do get the chance to hear something very similar quite often, to be honest, and not something that you want to hear in most cases. Well, if you know it's a test or something, then yeah. I managed to destroy the SPAA, but the second SPAA got me, so that was partially a success, partially a fail. In any case, let's go to the next round. This time we are in a desert. Now the Stuka is actually fairly fast and it has decent defense. You have a machine gun. You have a machine gunner in the back, which does help to prevent me from getting blown up. For now, at least, we will see how that will go. And I almost had the enemy attempted to do a kamikaze attack on me. Well, that's a brave one. This thing also has a machine gun, two dual machine guns with a lot of ammo, so definitely a very interesting plane. And here I will purposely stall the aircraft so I can just turn a bit faster, but that doesn't seem to be necessary since the match seems to be over. Well, not the match, but the air battle seems to be over. That was a very nice bombing run. I got 2 kills. Perfect. That was perfect. This little aircraft is also very nice. It is a bomber. It is a fighter modified to carry bombs. I actually really do like this thing, although with bombs I forgot that this thing is a bit more heavy and I accidentally crashed. So that was a little hilarious epic fail there. Alright, back in the Messerschmitt, and you can actually intercept enemy planes, enemy jets, but it is still, you know, a bit difficult to fly this thing, but you can intercept them. And technically, if you are a bit lucky, if you manage to find the perfect angle, or if you can basically if you can intercept the direction where the enemy jet will be flying at, you can shoot them down from over a kilometer, which did happen quite often when I fly this thing. Although it is still one of the most difficult jets to fly in high tier battles, because it is simply outclassed by most of the other jets. Even bombers can be really fast, much faster than this thing. So yeah. Also a fun fact, the Messerschmitt is probably the first jet to break the sound barrier. So I mean, it's a very nice aircraft. It is just not, its place isn't really with Cold War era jets and basically 1980s jets. It's not really where it should be fighting with, because again, it's a World War II jet. Alright, I love this map though. I love how the map is huge. I mean, the maps are huge, that's for sure. The maps are huge. Which does make me wonder, which does kind of point that they'll make mixed battles where you can fight with tanks, aircraft and ships. I think that would be very interesting. And I would definitely love to play something like that. That was an epic fail, by the way. I completely missed everything. It happens though. Next, back in the Messerschmitt. You can technically hope that you can speed up fast enough to catch most of the enemy planes, but you have to put your nose down very quickly after you spawn with the jet. So that's the one of the things that you can do, I guess. And that's a very nice long-range kill. That's what I was talking about. You can actually snipe them. Doesn't have to be very close, but it's still very hard to pull off. But with this thing, that's not really a big problem. It's a very, very fast. That was a very nice kill as well. Nice. Now, wondering why am I crashing the planes? Well, I want to go back to the tank as quick as possible, since I'm not in a very good position. And back when I was recording that, I was basically just focusing on killing the bombers and then basically getting back into the tank. So you can, in the tank battles, when you kill the enemy jets, you can just go back to the tank and crash your plane. If you don't have any other targets, you can easily just go back and continue the tank battle. Because your tank is vulnerable, you can't really control the tank. It is just sitting there, and yeah, you have to go back to control the tank as quickly as possible. And that was also a very nice kill. And that was a very nice crash as well. Next air battle. Let's see, there is one. Okay, that was a very bad angle in my case. But ooh, that was nasty. Both wings got torn to shreds. This thing is so nasty. When you manage to when you manage to land a proper hit on the enemy, their aircraft just gets torn to shreds. This is a very nasty jet. And I'm stuck in a dogfight again. All right, fair enough. I'll take it. I'll accept it. Have no other way around it. Although 1 minute is too short for a proper dogfight, so yeah. Although I can see that this is going to be really fun, that's for sure. This is going to be really fun. I love how we're orbiting each other. Well, we were orbiting each other until the very end. And I love how the game is now giving me this thing. I mean, I'm not complaining. I definitely like to fly this more than a Messerschmitt because of the extra maneuverability and extra speed, but yeah. And this is one of the fails. Sometimes you will be spawned way too far away, or the enemy will just spawn sooner, so you might not be able to just go and catch them, which is fine. In that case, the best option is basically just crash the plane and go back to the tank. And let's do one more. And I also got this very nice little aircraft. It's very, yeah, that was a very nice kill as well. Time to eat. So that was a little run with the aircraft today. Again, very fun to play, very fun to control, and I'm definitely looking forward for the actual separate air mode. Will be fun, and I'll definitely be playing it. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe, fly safe, and I'll see you next time.